Waves has so many plugins that it is very easy to get lost and never know which one you should get or which ones are the best. I have them all, so after experimenting with them, I want to share with you the 7 Waves plugins that changed my mixing life. I will tell you how I use them myself and show you some examples through quick demos so you can see them in action and judge for yourself. One important note though, I will tell you the price of each plugin, but keep in mind that Waves run sales very often. For example, at the moment I'm going to be recording this video, all of their plugins is at $29.99, which is another reason why I love Waves. Without further ado, the first plugin is Sibilance. As you can see, if I click on my lead vocal, Sibilance is already here. I can't tell you how many de-essers I've tried a lot, and this one is by far the best I found. In my opinion, it's very easy to use. There's only mainly 3 buttons that you can use, and there is a lot of presets, which I'm using a lot. I use the pop shield and the female vocals the best, so maybe that's why I like it the most, but for female vocals, I really find it amazing. What I do usually is I just select a preset like I did here, and then I just adjust the parameters here and there. Another great thing I like is that you have a visual feedback, so if I play the song here,
then forget me. Oh, I hate to know I made you cry, but love to know I crossed your mind, baby.
Which I find really useful to judge how much you need to reduce or not. So let's try to find one where there's more sibilances so that I can show you on and off.
Days ache and nights are long, 2 years and
like especially that 2 years.
Long 2 years and long 2 years and still you're not.
See, it was way softer and you felt less the t, so yeah, amazing plugin. The regular sale price is $79, but as I was saying, currently it is at $29.99, which is the price that I got it for, and I'm really happy. Okay, next up we have Greg Wells Voice Centric. It's made by the producer of Adele and Dua Lipa's vocals, and I recently discovered it and I was blown away. Here, if I remove everything that I've done on my vocals, except the autotune and the de-esser, I'm gonna remove the EQ as well, and I add the plugin, here's the result.
Then forget me. Oh, I hate to know I made you cry, but love to know I crossed your mind.
So without it, that's how it sounds.
Then forget me. Oh, I hate to know I made you cry.
And with it,
then forget me. Oh, I hate to know I made you cry.
So the intensity level here is the amount of EQ and compression that you're gonna add to it.
Oh, I hate to know I made you cry, but
and then you can add some doubler as well, so that it sounds a bit more full. You have the reverb, obviously.
Then forget me. Oh, I hate to know I made you
and you can add even some delay.
Know I crossed your mind, baby.
But that is like super good for great results very fast. You also have the input gain over here on the left and the output gain on the right, so making it super easy to do any gain staging. And I personally use it a lot when I want to do quick demos to send to producers that want my vocals, or for some YouTube videos like fast results. And yeah, it's been really a time saver. This one is priced as a regular price of $149, but once again, often there is sales, and right now you could get it for $29.99. Another one I started to use recently is the One Knob Brighter. It's super easy to use and straight to the point. You just have one knob that you turn on. So let's try it on some vocal chops. So I think it could pop a little bit more and have a bit more brightness to it, so I'm gonna use this one. And what it does is that it makes the vocal chops pop a little bit more without raising its volume. So in the mix, it's gonna help it pop a little bit more. So without it, it's quite low, but without it, it pops a bit more. It's honestly great for fast workflow, and I use it the most on vocal chops, melodies, pianos, anything that needs some more brightness. The regular sale price of this one is $49, and you know exactly the price of what it is right now, $29.99. Another example I want to show you is on this guitar arpeggio that we have in the background of our beat, and it doesn't really pop for now, so I want to use the One Knob Brighter for it to pop. This is how it sounds. It's a bit lost, so let's add the One Knob Brighter. Yeah. So without it, with it. It just pops a little bit more and I really like how it sounds. Let's move on with the next one, which is RVox or Renaissance Vox. I use it on literally every single one of my vocals. It is awesome to make them pop in just one click. As you can see, the UI is really simple. There's only 3 parameters, which makes it like way simpler than any other compressor. And there are a lot of factory presets, which for people like me that aren't too much into the technical side of things, it is great. Usually what I do is I have, you know, my favorite presets because I've tried them all, and I know usually like lead vocals or backing vocals or the lead vocal here or the in-your-face vocal works the best with my vocals, so I usually choose one of them and then I just adjust the few parameters that are here. But yeah, super easy to use, and as you can see the results, so before.
Then forget me. Oh, I hate to know I made you cry, but love to know
it's gonna bring them back up.
Baby.
So with everything in my chain, I already have a first compressor, but without the second one, which is RVox, it sounds like this.
Then forget me. Oh, I hate to know
it doesn't pop too much, but with it, there you go.
Baby.
Love it. This one is also at $79 regular sales price, but once again, $29.99 right now. Now, those are all my favorite plugins that I use all the time, but I'm curious to hear what is your most used plugins on Waves. Also, you will find a link in the description to every single plugin that I mentioned in this video if you want to try them for yourself. Alright, the 5th plugin that changed my life is CLA Guitars. It's simple to use, it has just a few buttons, and you visually understand very well what's happening. Once again, there is also a lot of good presets to start with, and for non-technical people like me, it is great. So if I solo this one, this is before, and this is after. Way more present guitar. Electric clear tone preset, which is exactly what I wanted. Then you just modify it a little bit. Now you do have a lot of different modes as well, which allows you to have different results. And again, as well on this one, you have the input gain over here and the output gain over there, making it super easy to do your gain staging. But yeah, I always like to use it on all of my guitars. It always helped me mix them better and have best results that I could. So yeah, I love this one. And it originally is at $99, but once again, you could potentially get it at $29.99 on some sales. Now, if you're looking for a saturator, the next one's for you. It's Magma BB Tubes. To be completely honest with you, I really struggled to find a good saturator that I would like until I found this one. So let's say you have a guitar like this. But right now it is a bit dull, so if you want to give it more warmth, you can use this one. It's quite simple. You have 2 main knobs, so Beauty is a bit more subtle saturation, whereas the Beast one is a bit more aggressive, so maybe something like this, but the Beast one a bit more intense. So I think for this one I would do something like this. The bass relief as well is a good one, so that you can keep all the low end away, like not being touched by the saturator. Now what I like as well again with this one is there is a lot of presets. So for example, let's see, electric guitar fattener, why not? A bit too much for what I'm going for here on this song, but pretty cool. Otherwise you have maybe like the clean tune dirty, which I would reduce the Beast a little bit, but keep the rest. Once again, you know, like starting with a preset, adjusting it to your own taste, pretty cool. So yeah, those 2 knobs are the reason I really like this one. It is a bit more in the higher end at $149 regular sale price, but you can get it at $29.99 very often, like right now, for example. Finally, and this one is a gem, Key Detector. This is basically a plugin that you just put onto a sample or a vocal that you have, and it'll just detect the key for you. I often do this by just using my piano, my keyboard, and just trying to find the right notes that fit into the sample, into this vocal, and then out of the like 7 notes that I have, I'm just like, okay, so this is the key. But this plugin does it for you, so it's such a time saver. For example, let's say you don't know the key of this sample that you got like on Splice. So you would just come here, put the key detector, then just play the audio. And there you go. it tells you G major, it is G major, so perfect. Now if we try it on a vocal, for example, I like to put it as the first plugin as well, just so that there is no modification in the sample and it's just a raw sample for the best results. So let's see.
You don't know what is crazy.
There you go. F minor. So I have to say as well, I tried it on a few other things. There are some limitations. I think the best is to use it on chords and vocals. When it gets a bit more complex, there's like chords and melodies and stuff, it gets a little bit confused sometimes. If it's not sure, it'll give you some alternative scales over here, which often was the actual result. So there's still this available, but yeah, it's such a good little magic plugin. Using the right plugins definitely has its importance when it comes to producing a quality song, but a lot more goes into it. If you enjoyed this video, then I compiled a playlist of all the music tutorials right over here, but in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one.